So the high school couple that I met years ago stands before me today to close the chapter of two lives lived separately and begin the next chapter of one life lived together. And I speak, I think, for everyone when I say it is a real privilege to celebrate this day with you.
Nicole, you would most likely agree with me that when we met in 7th grade, we hadn't the slightest idea that 8 years later, we would be getting married to one another. However, the first memory I have of us was in Mrs. Scott's 8th grade drama class. When I finished my demonstration and asked for a volunteer to demonstrate what you had learned, the class went dead silent. After a few awkward seconds had passed, I saw your hand raise. While that moment hasn't necessarily played a significant part in our relationship, it did lay the foundation of who I knew you to be. I knew you were a kind and compassionate woman. You showed me that you were willing to provide your support to anyone who is in need of it.
Nicole and I have talked a little bit about the concept of meant to be or in soulmates and whether or not those really exist. But from what I've seen, Alec and Nicole are two people who are definitely supposed to be together, who found each other at the right place and the right time. There is no person I can imagine who is more right for Nicole, more patient and understanding. And I've always been able to relax knowing that my best friend, who's always taken such good care of me, is in the best hands.
The time God gifted you to us to raise has been such a pleasure. And I'm honored to stand here as your mom and best friend. We have an amazing relationship that I don't take for granted and will always treasure. You also have a great relationship with your dad. You once wrote me a letter that said, "When I have the privilege and opportunity to commit for life, I will seize that opportunity, and that's a promise." We were 17 years old when you made that promise. Finally, we've come to the day when we get to witness this beautiful union between Alec and Nicole. When I was 14, my parents had me make a list of what I look for in a future husband so that I would never compromise on the important things. Although it's not eloquently written, I have stood by it all these years. The non-negotiables were that he is a godly Christian, appropriate, wants kids, and is honest. Has high ambitions for life, smart or at least not dumb. You far surpass that bar. Funny, pursues me, respectful. My parents like him or are not mad at me for liking him. And they love you. Deep thinker, good communicator, and humble. God has shown me that his gifts are greater than anything we could ever imagine, and I have found that to be true in you. As we enter this next stage of our lives, I will not make a list of what I hope he has in store for us, because I know his plans are far greater than my own. No matter what comes next, I am forever grateful and blessed that I will be your wife and live life with you by my side. I will continue to seek God's will for our lives as we grow together in our marriage and forever as children in his kingdom.
Throughout high school and college, you have continued to show me love and support through our highs and lows. While I did enjoy my time at Baylor, I cannot express how excited I am to begin the next stage of my life with you by my side. As your husband, I vow to control my emotions and passions, to provide for you and our family, to protect you and our family, to serve and lead you and our family, and to embody God's design for true masculinity by following the Lord's requirement in Micah 6, which is to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with our God. Most of all, I vow to love you, Nicole, until the end of my days. I, Alec, take you, Nicole,
I, Nicole, take you, Alec,
to be my wife,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
as long as we both shall live.
Alec and Nicole, by the power vested in me by God and the great state of Missouri, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Alec, you may now kiss your bride. Friends, it's my great honor to present to you for the first time officially as a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Alexander and Nicole Holman.
First starting to date, I was invited over to Nicole's house for Alec's surprise birthday party. This was the first time I really got to see with my own eyes just how much these two care about each other, and it was really inspiring to me. That was the day that I knew they loved each other in a very real and very mature way, a way I really did not understand yet. And that was the day I knew they would get married. They communicate with each other well. They're incredibly stubborn with each other. I mean, they did years apart, and most importantly, they love God and they put Him first, and it's so obvious in their relationship. They've both been an incredible blessing to me, and I'm looking forward to seeing where our relationship takes us in the next few years.